coming out of the old hairpin.
Oh no!
JC's going to send it? You better use. Oh, look at the Aston, just with the nice little battle here. Carrying huge speed through the crater curve.
Aston runs wide and he's in the grass.
Oh, there's a bit of contact.
Oh, almost side by side through there. Hello and welcome. This is round 6 of Race on Oz. This is the Pro Division. We are at Oulton Park. We've had a little bit of a break and we are back. So I hope you've all been able to enjoy a little break from sim racing. Well, from Racing on Oz anyway. And you've had a chance to sort of get away, have a bit of a rest and a recuperation. And that you're ready to go for a big second half of the season. So we've got 5 rounds down, 4 rounds to go in this 9-round season 4 of Race on Oz. So welcome back. I hope you're all well. I know some of us have been in lockdown and out of lockdown and all sorts. So wherever you are, I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're doing well and that you're okay as well. That's the main thing. So hopefully for the next hour and a bit, provide a little bit of entertainment for you. We can watch some good hard racing around Oulton Park. So before we do that though, let's have a look at the previous results. So last round out seems like forever ago now. It was a little while ago now, about 3 weeks. We're at the Nürburgring. So ended up being quite a good race actually. It was that man from Bruce Hull Racing, a River Runs in his Ferrari, who was able to take home victory. He also took pole position, so it was a clean sweep for him. So great effort from a River Runs. He was able to hold off JJ Penguin, hard charging in that Audi this season for Gamesman Racing Team. He took home P2. And then it was that man, the Bionic Man, the man with, maybe he's got 2 arms now. I think he was racing on 1 arm at this stage, but it was Vic Chan for ICR in his McLaren. He took home a well-deserved P3, so he and JJ were battling it out there towards the end, but a River Runs was able to take out the victory. As you can see there, P4 was Barters, so great effort from Barters. He's put in some good racing so far this season, so he's in a bit of form. There's that man Slambo Baggin in that distinctive green liveried Bruce Hull Racing Porsche his. And it was Bounty, first of the Bentley, so we got a ton of them. First one came home in P6, so yeah, it was alright for him, I guess. But Bounty, P6. Then it was the 2 Pagny Next Level Racing boys. It was Eagle Win and Ty Morgo in P7 and P8. And then Adman, another Porsche finisher in P9. And then everyone's favourite man from New South Wales was K-Man. Came home in P10. If we have a look there. These graphics, by the way, all supplied by the great man Andrali. So we have him to thank for this. And look at the time and the effort that he puts into this as well. He's even got positions gained and lost. Biggest gainer last round, though, was Bounty. In that Bentley, up 4 spots. Up from P10 to P6. So good work from him. Adman up 3 spots. Andrali, speak of the devil, he was up 3 spots as well. Biggest losers, though, it was someone awesome. Didn't have a very awesome time at the Nürburgring. He was down there in P18. He dropped 4 spots down from P14. So that's a little bit about last round. Now, you might have noticed, I am flying solo tonight. If anyone knows where Juzzy is, can you let me know? Let him know. I'm worried about the man. I don't know if he's still stuck where he was a few weeks ago. I can't get in touch with him. So, going to have to fly solo tonight. I think I'll be able to handle it though, but just hope he's doing all right. Anyway, so a question that I always ask is like, what's the championship situation? What's going on here? So over the break, that man Andrali, he's been working very hard to bring us what is the championship scenario. So what I'm about to show you is essentially, it will show you like round by round the results, and it's almost like you know when you watch those virtual horse races at the TAB? It's kind of like that. Sort of got one of those sort of vibes about it. It's like neck and neck and who's going to win and who's not going to win. So pay close attention. I'll give you a couple of seconds to maybe put your drink down. Have a quick look at it because it does go by pretty quick. All right, I'll play it again though because it does go by pretty quick. But this is really awesome. So this will actually tell us where everyone is. This will give us the championship standings pretty much. So here we go. And look at that. All right, so you can see Pagnian, Next Level Racing. This was after Silverstone. This is AM2. Now Donington, Pro-Am at Donington, AM1, AM2. Then Barcelona, Pro-Am, AM1, AM2. So Pagnian doing well right now. So is Bruce Hull Racing. Selby Acoustics starting to make a move now. Oh, from second to third. This is after the Nürburgring. And after it all shakes out, it's Selby Acoustics Racing is leading the championship after five rounds. It is 758 points total. Next in the championship standings is Gamesman Racing Team on 728. You got Pagnian Next Level Racing in P3, 728. So very, very tight at the top. And then you've only got 2 points behind them is Bruce Hull Racing. And the ICR boys, you need to pull your socks up because they're trailing by almost 100 points from P3, but it's so tight for P2, P2, P3, P4. If they have a good round this round, they could go all right. So I might play it one more time, just so I'll give you another chance to watch it. This is all done by Andrali, so thank you so much, Andrali, for excellent visual graphics. I've never seen anything like this before. Very, very impressive. So, like I said, it's got a kind of like a virtual horse race sort of vibe about it. I was almost going to commentate over it, but I thought I might save you. I'll spare you on that one. There we go. This is after Nürburgring, and that's how the championship table looks. All right, so we've gone over. We've had a look at the last round. We've had a look at where the championship standings are. Let's have a quick look now at the track. So Oulton Park, a favourite? Not really a favourite. I have to work out how to slow it down. Yeah, I couldn't work that out myself, Andrali. But mate, nonetheless, looked cracking. So excellent work. Thank you. So Oulton Park, 4.37 kilometres, 17 turns. Interesting circuit. So I did a little bit of homework, late minute homework last night before I went to bed. Yeah, every corner has a name, which is always exciting for me as a commentator. And a little bit of history about this circuit. I couldn't get every corner's name like Snedden. They didn't have a story for everyone, or that I could find anyway. Turn 12, Knickerbrook, does have a very unique story, which I will go into very, very shortly. But the first one is at turn 1, Old Hall. So this Oulton Park, it stood a like an old hall on there. Oulton Hall is what it was called. So it actually the original building stood there at the rear of the circuit, where the first turn is now. So that's where it stayed. It was actually destroyed by fire. So funnily enough, it was one of the first fire call-outs for that fire brigade that took 2 trucks to put out. So a little tidbit there. But it had an original stable block, enclosed kitchen, gardens. Actually still stands beyond the perimeter of the circuit as well. So a little bit of history there still, even in today's present way that it is. Faustins, so which is turn number 7. As you can see, where are we? Just near Britain's, which has got a little bit of a morbid kind of history to it. Race is starting in about 4 minutes, so I'm just sort of padding out time at the moment. But named after 2 men involved at different times of ownership for Oulton. So first one was John Fulston. He actually brought Grovewood Circuit in 1986. He was killed the following year testing IndyCar at Silverstone. So a little bit unfortunate for him. And then John Britton. He was one of the partners of Motorsport Vision. He was one of the owners of that organisation. He actually died in 2019 following a battle with cancer. So bit of a morbid kind of history there. And then Hislops as well. So Hislops is the that turn 11 chicane just there, just near Knickerbrook. So it's actually named after Superbike champion Steve Hislop. He actually unfortunately died in a crash shortly after Oulton British Superbike ran in 2003. He was actually the reigning champion, expected to make his series return at Oulton Park. He'd always considered that his favourite track. So unfortunately he passed away. The chicane was then it was named in his memory in a special ceremony. He actually saw his 2002 teammate Stuart Easton. He actually rode Hislop's 1992 Mannix TT, winning Norton through a ribbon to open up the new corner. So I thought that was kind of cool. It was a little bit morbid, but anyway. Evening, Cameron Footner. Good to see you again, or hear from you tonight. Got about 2 and a bit minutes before this is about to kick off. So Knickerbrook, this is quite amusing. So With this one, there was because it was the war. Like this track was predated World War II, I think it was, and yeah. So there was a guy. He's Blaster Bates was his name. He was a local explosives and demolition expert. He was called in to remove 3 beech trees near the area where this corner sits. So he's like an explosive dude from the army. So this is obviously after World War II. After the 3rd explosion, a couple was seen fleeing in disarray from the scene. Closer inspection found a pair of ladies' underwear floating in the brook. How bizarre. So they were actually stuck for a name for the corner. It is a bit of a quick corner as well. It's got a bit of a checkered history to it as well. Circuit organisers subsequently heard the tale, and so Knickerbrook was born. So turn 12, Knickerbrook. That's the story behind it. You can actually, if you go to the Wikipedia page, they got like a story on YouTube told by a comedian. He's very difficult to understand with his Cheshire, is it Cheshire, whatever, his accent. But you know what? If you're into that kind of comedy, check it out. It was alright. Alright, we're T-minus 1 minute before this thing gets underway. Little tidbit, all the marshalling stations were redesigned in 2007 with protective cages. So that's another little tidbit as well. Alright, I think we are about to get underway. Let's bring up the screen. Here we go. So you can see there that man, A River Runs. He is to put the fastest lap so far of free practice, 1:33.2. So that gives you an idea of times to expect around here this evening. I guess Hislop was a legend in Superbike and TT. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to do any research on him, but it did sound like he was a bit of a legend. I'm not au fait with my superbikes and motorbikes and things like that, but I've seen like that Isle of Man TT. Those dudes are like that's next level. That's like, I thought rally people were a little bit insane. Man, those dudes who do that are just crazy. So. Yeah, but I thought that was nice of him to honour him with a corner. Unfortunately, he did pass away, but yeah, at least he'll live on posthumously. If you are interested, there's racing at the track this weekend. If you can somehow get that online. British touring cars, done a lot of racing there. Its track has been redeveloped over the past number of years. And it is, it's they hold like what's called a gold standard race. I think it's a historic race, and it's similar to Goodwood. I've just heard from Juzzy. I flat out with work 12-hour shifts, right?
Green light.
All right,
Go.
here we go. So who is going to be the first man out? Looks like it might have been A River Runs. There he is. Alright, so a whole bunch of cars heading out on track right now. Let's see what these boys can do. So 1:33.2 was the fastest time in practice. Let's see if it was by this man on screen, A River Runs, last round's race winner and pole position sitter. We see a number of cars all making their way out on track. It's a 15-minute qualifying session. It's a 60-minute race. It's the racing that we come for, but we've got to set the grid. Grid 1. He's having an alright season. Grid 1. I don't have all my stats in front of me right now. I had a week off last week. You think I would have done it then? No, I didn't. Anyway. Who's this? This is HSB. He's out there. So we've got 18 in the lobby tonight. Cameron Footner. I certainly do remember Toka touring cars. I think Juzzy brought that up in the last broadcast I did with him. I certainly do. What a game. That was so awesome. I think that's where I started to learn about British trucks. It's an oldie but a goodie. I think that kind of had a bit of like a storyline element to it as well. I remember the yellow and blue Renaults that they had in there. I remember when I was a kid watching British touring car racing, it seemed like they just cracked all the time. I liked it a lot. Who's this? ROOZ. Let's see if he can have a good outing tonight. He's in that menacing looking Aston Martin. I think a River Runs is beginning his first flying lap. HSV first night in Pro. Good luck to HSV. His first night in Pro tonight. We'll see how he goes. But this man here, a River Runs, coming through. They call it Shell Oil Corner. Corner kind of reminds me a little bit of the new Hockenheim layout. That hairpin where it comes into, starts to come back into the stadium section. I did watch a documentary about the old Hockenheim. Unfortunately, not what it used to be. But anyway, we're at Oulton Park. So this is a River Runs throwing it through. So this is turn 12. This is Knickerbrook. He comes up 13, which is Clay Hill, which is a gentle bend. Then 14, this is Water Tower. And then the right-hander is Druid's Corner. So similar to Brands Hatch. Using all of the curb on the exit there. He's going to throw it through Lodge Corner. So Lodge Corner, I thought I did have something on that, but no, I don't anyway. So down the hill, down the dip if you like. And then that finishes up 134.2. So we'll see how that holds up. What about Barters? What can he do? He goes a little bit slower. This is get to 172. Adman. Hey, Adman, wish me luck this afternoon for my commentary tonight. Thanks, Adman. Good luck to you. Appreciate that. Bounty. Here he goes, crossing the line. Ty Morgo comes and sets his first time as well. Got JJ Penguin. What can this man do? He's back in the Mercedes. He's been racing in an Audi all season, so he's changed cars halfway through. I don't know what the rules are around that. I won't speculate. It's the boss. Fubble Trouble. Hopefully he can stay out of trouble tonight. What about Eagle Wind? P&L. He's going to cross the line, set his first time. And then Jambon Sickle. This man, I reckon he enjoyed himself in the Porsche Cup. If you didn't catch any of that, it's on the ROOZ YouTube channel. Prep 1. He's one of 3 drivers yet to set a time. The other 2 is Vic Chan and JJ Penguin. Barry Dawson, he's cheering on P&L. Good on you, Barry. What did you race at Knock Hill? Maybe did I miss that? Oh, Haggis. Haggis is talking about racing at Knock Hill. We'll get back to that in a moment. So Brett Want, he is about to set his first time in that Bruce Hull Racing McLaren. We'll see if we can pick up Vic Chan as he sets a time. Here he comes. So he just comes through up towards turn 16 through Lodge Corner. And then we're just going to wait for JJ to set a time. Just try and pick him up in a moment. There we go. So Vic Chan, he goes P2. So Slambo Baggin, he is on pole position for right now. We're at 5.5 minutes into the session. So 9.5 remaining. Here comes JJ. Going back to the Mercedes. He's going to go on a lap. Let's ride on board, I reckon. Let's have a look how he does it. He comes through. This is Cascades. You can use all the exit there. You don't run too much of a risk of invalidating your lap. Comes up through the avenue. This is Island Bend, turn 4. And then you turn 5 to sort of hairpin right. Shell Oil's Corner. Metal Steel cheering on ICR tonight. And Jedi Vic, the Bionic Man. Cameron Footner, eyes on Slambo. That BHR Porsche is hooked up. It's looking pretty good right now. Let's see what this man can do though, JJ. Comes comes through 10 and 11. That's Hislop's there. This is Knickerbrook. Come up through 13 and 14 are just very gentle left-handers. This is 15. This is Woodward's corner. Pretty comfortable right now. Traction control set to 6, ABS 4. Alright, so he's about to finish his lap now. 5/10 up, he goes a 1:34.7. Oh, that does not look good. We'll get back to that anyway. Alright, so that was good enough for P12 right now. Let's see who else is out there. Eagle Wind, he is in P7. He's about to go on a lap. What about HSV? So making his debut in Pro Series tonight. He's down in P14. That's where he will remain as we're over halfway through the session. It's Slambo Baggin for Bruce Hale Racing. He is in P1. He's being chased down by that man though, Vic Chan in P2. Then it's Bounty. A River Runs. In P4, Adman. Hey, that's a good result for Adman in the Porsche. P5, Barters having another strong showing in P6, Eagle Wind, Jambon Sickle, Brenticles, and that man Ty Morgo. He rounds out the top 10 as we're on the second half of this qualifying session. This is round 6. This is the Pro Series 4 Race on Oz. My name's Nick. I'm flying solo tonight. Juzzy, hope you're watching, mate. I hope you're doing well. You're working 12-hour days apparently. That's brutal. So, but as long as you're making some good money, that is the main thing. Got to work hard. What about JJ? I don't think he would have been happy with P12. Let's see if he can improve on that time as he comes around through Lodge Corner. About to cross the line. He improves to P11. So we'll see if he's got more in it. Barters. Too sure if he's had a livery change there or not. Alright, who else do we have out there? We've got a 555. Where is a 555? Or are my eyes deceiving me? It's a 465. Aaron for Selby Acoustics Racing. He's down in P18. That's where he's going to stay for now. Still got plenty of time to put in another lap. What about Riggsy in that Mercedes? The Gamesman Racing team. Menacing, he's got the lights on already. He means business tonight, Riggsy. He's down in P13. Comes through Cascades. Sending that Mercedes through there. So it's still Slambo. A River Runs, he's moved up a couple of spots. He's now in P2. Trying to catch all of the action. Can be a bit hectic. Let's have a look at 226. That's Brenticles. Can he improve on his time? No, he doesn't. What about ROOZ? He's down in P15. Another Gamesman Racing team at Aston Martin. Oh, thought that was almost a exit the lobby job then. P15. 81. That is Barters. Let's see what he can do. I'm positive he's had a livery change there, Barters. This comes down the hill. Remains P8 for now. Brett Wan. This is the line. Remains in P16. I think we're on Aaron earlier, so he's at the end of his lap now. Let's see what he can get up to. He's P18. He moves up to P13, so that's a good result for him. Riggsy, so we started the lap with him. We're going to end his lap. He's in P15. That is where he will stay, so he couldn't improve on his time. As we have just under 4 minutes left in the session. It's that man here, Slambo Baggin. He is in P1 in that Bruce Hale Racing Porsche. Looking very good for a solid pole position. What about Jambon? What can he do? He's in P9. That's where he will stay for right now. Eagle Wind, another P&L driver. Making his way around Lodge Corner, turn 16. Turn 17's called Deer Leap. I didn't have enough time to research Deer Leap, but that sounds quite interesting. Maybe for next week. Brenticles. Another P&L driver. He's up there in P5. So the Bentley's looking all right around here. 5, 6, and 7 right now. What about a River Runs? Can he make a charge for pole position? Doesn't improve on his time, but he might be going on another one. Get back to him in a moment. Barters. He's about to cross the line. Doesn't improve, remains P8. What about Burradog? We haven't seen him yet tonight. Cameron Footner, BHR 1, 2, 3, let's go. There you go. And Bruce Hull Racing looking very, very strong this evening. Adman. Can he get up on the front row? Make it a Porsche 1, 2. No, he doesn't. He will remain in P3 for now. Ty Morgo. He's down in P9. P10, sorry, for P&L. He moves up to P8. So good result for him. What about JJ? He's moving his way up into P11. Back in the Mercedes. He'll stay down there for now. What about Jambon Sickle again? We'll pick him up as he crosses the line. Can he improve on his 10th position? No, he can't. All right, what about Eaglewin? I seem to be getting all the P&L drivers right now. 2 minutes remaining in the session. This qualifying session. This is for round 6. This is the Pro Division for Race on Oz. P7, he will stay down there for now. What about Brenticles? Can he improve on his time? Can he get that Bentley up onto the second row? No, he can't. Not for now. Anyway, what about a River? So let's see if this was a fast one. It's pretty wide through there. It's 3:16. Crosses the line. Doesn't improve on his time again. So struggling to sort of find any more out of it. It's only 900ths between him and Slambo. I think Barter's improved just then, I believe. Let me double check that. Brett Want. He'll stay down there in P16. Just over a minute left in this qualifying session. It's a Bruce Hull Racing 1, 2, 3. This man is the 3 of the 3. He'll remain there for now. What about Slambo? Can he solidify his spot? It's a 1:33.2. Can he go faster? No, he doesn't, but he will remain on pole if he can hold on for another 45 seconds. What about this man, JJ Penguin? Does he have anything left in him? Not for now. Almost T-minus 30 seconds. Trying to just catch everyone as they're coming around. This is Eagle Wind. He's down there in P7. Coming through 16, Lodge Corner. Sounds very formal, Lodge Corner. 226 like the Lodge. Here we go, another P&L driver. This is Brenticles. This is going to be last gasp stuff for a River Runs. Can he snatch pole position in the dying seconds? No, he can't. Bruce, can he improve? No, he can't. So it's looking like Slambo Baggin is going to take pole position for now. We'll wait until we're completely finished. Fubble Trouble. He's in a bit of trouble. He's not going to improve his time. He's going to go into the pits. Burradog. Can he move up from P12? No, he can't. It's where he will begin the race. What about Ty Morgo? Last of the P&L drivers. What else do we have out there? 210. It's Eagle Wind. Gotta make sure we get on the right camera angle. But Ty Morgo, can he improve on P9? No, he can't. That will be his starting position. JJ Penguin, last gasp stuff. In P11 for now. And he can't improve. So that is our grid for round 6, Oulton Park. It's Slambo Baggin. Congratulations on his pole. I do believe that would be his first one for the season. So congratulations to him. A River Runs. He takes P2 and then Adman takes the top 3 positions. So all Bruce Hull Racing. Congratulations to all those guys. Then we've got the Bionic Man. It's Vic Chan in P4. Brenticles coming home in P5. Then we've got Bounty, We have Eagle Wind as well down there in P7 for P&L. Barters in P8. Ty Morgo. Good result for him. Top 10, P9. And then Jambon Sickle. I think he'll also be happy with a with P9. So well done to him. Mitchell Weston. Why aren't you racing Mitchell Weston? That's what I want to know. JJ Penguin is in P11. Might keep an eye on him, see if he can slice his way up through the field. Burradog in P12. Aaron in P13 for Selby Acoustics Racing. HSV on debut down there in P14. Riggsy, he had the lights are blazing. Keep them on for the race in P15. Brett Want in his signature McLaren down there in P16. Then Bruce, he's going to occupy P17. And in P18, staying out of trouble, it's that man, Fubble Trouble. I think he's on a pad. I think he's on a control. I think I read that somewhere in the Discord. So happy to be corrected on that. Mitchell Weston's still a bit ill. I hope you get better then. I hope you get better soon. Hope you're feeling all right. We'll most likely be tussling with the Pro-Am lads next week. We just hope it doesn't end the way that it did the last time you tussled with them at Donington. Make sure you fill her up to the top. Don't run out of fuel again. All right, so we're T-minus 2 minutes from getting round 6 underway. It'll be 60 minutes around Oulton Park. Everyone will be getting their setups, make sure that they're all correct, under control. And yeah, we will get this one underway. It should be a good one. I've forgotten to put the logo in, but there we go. It's finally here. Better late than never, right? Still trying to work out where I can put it. Maybe I can put it. Where can I put it? Maybe just below. How about that? Look at that. Might have solved it. Look at that. Alright, that'll have to do, I think. Okay, so a minute away. Give us your predictions, everyone, in the chat. We've had a few people in there. Let us know. Let us know how you've been in general, really. Had a break? What have you been doing with yourself? Have you just been racing? Have you been in lockdown? I've been in lockdown. I did a really stupid thing. Gary Windsor, way to go, Team Green. There you go. And look at him, looking splendid. First 3 positions. P&L, they've had a good result. ICR
30 seconds.
as well. So those 3 teams dominating the front of the grid. Gamesman Racing Team have a little bit of work to do. Only one representative of Selby Acoustics Racing tonight. Don't know where K-Man is. But it's going to be Aaron. He's going to be the sole representative.
10 seconds.
Oh, I hope that hasn't been echoing through the microphone. I forgot to do it. Tell you what, when you haven't commentated for a little while, you forget stuff pretty easily. Alright, so we're 10 seconds away. We've got to change the camera until the race starts, but that's alright. Mitchell Weston thinks River and Vic for the podium. Fly Sky, Fubble Trouble's got it. I don't know if you're being a little bit funny there, Fly Sky, but it's good to see you cheering him on. Andrali, Barters is SAR in disguise. Ah, right, okay. Barters too, Fly Sky. He's just reiterating his, reconfirming his point. So get away on the warm-up lap. Warming the tyres and the brakes. Happens every week. I've got to turn those notifications off. Alright. Look at that. Bruce Racing, they were... Where were they in the championship? They were... I think, were they on top? I can't remember. But they're looking good right now. P3, if they can take home a 1, 2, 3, that will be a very, very solid outing for them tonight. making their way around. Ah, Fly Sky DC disconnected, sorry. Okay. Oh, who disconnected? Fly, did you disconnect? No. We lost one already. We're down to 17. Barters. No, Barters is there. Okay. Alright, Fly. I don't think I saw you out there tonight, Fly. But anyway. Right, we'll work that out. We're about to go racing. We're about to do the 60 minutes of Oulton Park for round 6 of Race on Oz. This is the Pro Division. Hope you're enjoying the stream. If you are, give us a like, give us a subscribe if you haven't already. Doesn't cost you anything. There's plenty of good racing on the Race on Oz YouTube channel. Still fledgling, beginning. Fubble left the building. Fubble Trouble is out. I wonder if it was a disconnect or was it a rage quit. Alright, unfortunate. He's out, but we've still got 17 drivers in. That's the main thing. They're going to provide us enough quality entertainment for the next 60 minutes. So settle in, get yourself a drink, maybe a little snack, and get this one underway. Come around the final turn 16, Lodge Corner. Look at these guys. I'm impressed every week with how they're able to do this without any dramas. It's all nice and precise. It's all organised. It's all very respectful. Cameron Footnote be watching Riggsy move forward. All right.
Green light, green light. Go,
Man
go, go.
says green, green, green. There's 3 green cars at the front. That's the way it starts. The 60 minutes of Oulton Park is underway with Adman. So Slambo Baggin looks like he got a pretty good run out of there. River Runs follows him through. So does Adman. So it's Bruce Hull Racing 1, 2, 3. Vic Chan for ICR and Brenchicles for ICR make up the top 5. Let me quickly get back here. All right. So it looks like everyone's been able to make it through as they come up through the island bend for the first time. We haven't had any spinners. We haven't had any contact. Looks like everyone's been able to make it through nice and cleanly. It's coming through turn 5 for the first time. Jan Bicycle in there, so the P&L boys. A bit of a P&L train right now between the 3 of those. Let's get to Vic Chan. So he's going to try and make his way up. We've seen how fast he is. Let's see if he's had a little bit of extra time for that arm to heal, that bicep that he had surgery on. Oh, we've got someone off. It was a Bentley. It was one of the P&L Bentleys. It's Ty Morgo. So that's happened just at Hislops. So the first chicane might not have been able to get his tyres warm enough. Not too sure if he's had any assistance there. We've got a couple of guys off there. So I think it was Aaron might have had a bit of... No, it was 306 Ty Morgan. Oh, JJ Penguin has been caught up in it as well. So he's flat out P17. He's lucky last right now. And we saw Ty Morgo as well. So they've had a little bit of difficulty on the first lap. But a man who hasn't had any difficulty, though, Slambo Baggin, he's leading the way from a River Runs in P2. Adman in P3, so it's a Porsche 1-3. Vic Chan's giving chase. Bounty and Brenchicles, this man here for P&L in the Bentley. So he's the second of the Bentley runners. Bounty is the first. And we've got the first pit stop happening, and that is Eagle Wind. I'm going to do my pit stop little counter thing. So Eagle Wind, where were you, Eagle Wind? Quick, get on it, Nick. Hurry up. Lap 1. Don't want to miss any of the action. All right. Looks like JJ stayed out, so he escaped without any damage. That Vic Champ, what can he do? It's going to be a good little battle between him and Adman. Burrow Dog getting some support there. He is currently... Where are you, Burrow Dog? He's P9 right now. So he's looking pretty good. He's still in the very, very embryonic stages of the 60 minutes of Oulton Park for round 6 for Race on Oz. This man here's going to be interesting to see what he can do around this circuit. It looks like it's a Porsche friendly circuit. Porsche 1 and 3. Bruce Hale Racing, P1, P2, and P3. Vic Chan says, I'm going to pit early. He comes in on lap 2. The first 5 minutes of the race. Let's just go a little bit further down the field. We'll look for some closer battles as Vic Chan decides to pit. And Fubble Trouble, he's back. He's back, everyone. Fubble Trouble. Weston says, good strategy call from Vic Chan. Got out a bit of traffic. Get some free air, and we'll see if he can make his way back up and make that strategy work for him tonight. Had 2 drivers stop, Eaglewin and Vic Chan. Eaglewin, though, I would have thought that was scheduled. Looks like Barters might be coming. Oh, what's happened, Barters? Is that damage, or... I'm not too sure what's going on there with Barters. Did he... Trying to see if it did have damage. Can't quite see from this camera angle. And he's out. Alright. So we've lost another one. We're back down to 17 after Fubble Trouble rejoined. So he's in the pits, though. This man on debut, HSV, started P14. He's moved his way up into P9, his first pro race. So he's looking very comfortable at the higher level. Out front, though, it's a 1.8 second gap between a River Runs and Slambo Baggin, who's in P1. So the Porsche driver looking very, very comfortable out there right now. Still a Bruce Hale Racing 1, 2, 3. Now the Bruce Hale Racing team member tonight, Brett Want, he's down in P10, being chased by this man here, Bruce. The Gamesman Racing Team, Aston Martin. 1 of 1, Aston Martin in the race tonight. I personally think it looks quite nice. It's a very nice car. I like the livery. It's menacing, mean. I kind of like that. So he's going to give chase to Brett Want. As they come through Cascades, turn 3. This is short little straight. This is the gentle bend, island bend. This is serene and gentle and calm. Thunder through there. Look at this right-handed hairpin. As I said, kind of reminds me of the hairpin at New Hockenheim circuit. Riggsy, P15 to P7. Here he is. Thanks, Cameron Footner. He pointed that out for me. He's having a cracking start. So good work from Riggsy. See if he's still got has he still got the lights on? He had the lights on in qualifying. See if they're still ablaze for the race. No, they're not. Oh, are they? No, they're kind of. Kind of. Not full yet. Doesn't mean full business yet. Let's get back to Bruce. He's chasing down Brett White. He's got Ty Morgo in the P&L Bentley just behind him. So you want to be careful to keep Ty Morgo behind him. We saw Ty Morgo have the epic battle, the epic fend-off between him and JJ Penguin and Vic Chan at Snetterton. So we know Ty Morgo's definitely got the skills to pay the bills. As we see ROOZ, he is pitting in the Aston Martin. So he started P17, moved his way up there. Lap 4, alright. So keep track of that. Brenticles back to the action. Best looking car on the grid. That's a big call there, Gaming Eclipse, but I'd say probably you're right. It'll be up there. It'll be a contender. A contender for a podium right now is this man Brenticles. He is chasing down Bounty in ICR. So it's Bentley versus Bentley. It's ICR versus P&L. As they come through 10 and 11, Hislop's the left-hander. Turn 12. Very funnily named Knickerbrook. Sort of, it's an interesting story because he talks about like just can you come remove some trees for me? Just bring a couple of sticks of dynamite with you on just a Saturday morning. Just blow them up for us if you could. Could you imagine trying to do something like that today? Could you imagine the amount of permits that you would need? Oh my goodness gracious. But anyway, Brenticles is going to duck into the pits. So we're starting to see the early pit stop starting to be a bit of a strategy of choice right now. We've had 4 cars pit. Obviously one of them was for repairs, if you like, after an incident. Out in front though, it's Slambo Baggin. He's doing it pretty comfortably. He's 1.9 seconds between him and a River Runs, who's then followed by the other Porsche. So the 2 Porsche cars, P1 and P3. And it's a Bruce Hale Racing 1, 2, 3. Bounty in P4. Burradon rounds out the top 5. And then Riggsy, the hard-charging Riggsy, up into P6. HSV having a great debut in P7. Up from P14. So he's smashing it right now. And then this man here, Aaron, the Selby Acoustics Racing Bentley, he started P13, so he's moved up 5 spots already. So he'll be pretty happy with his race so far. And then Ty Morgo is following Brent 1. That's 9 and 10. Alright, let's see. Oh, Brenticles, he's pretty close. So it's been this P&L train with Bentleys. Jambon, Sickle, Brenticles and Eagle Wind. Still haven't found out if it's Eagle Wind Death Roll. Still like Eagle Wind D Roll. Anyway, it's 2 seconds now, the gap between Slambo and a River. This is a good performance from Slambo Baggin. This is a really good performance from him. So he's looking good. Let's see what Brenticles can do with Jambon Sickle. A participant in the recent Porsche Cup Series. He did alright too. So he's going to pit there. That was Jambon's decided to pit. Get out of the traffic. Where were you, Jambon? You started in P10. First pit stop, lap 6. Alright, let's get back. You don't want to see him in the pits, do you? No. So the field's starting to become a little bit spread out. JJ Penguin had a terrible start. Hasn't been able to... it's not Death Roll. Alright, I will not call him that then. Eagle Wind D Roll for now. If you do know what the D stands for though, let us know. JJ though, he doesn't have any D's in his name. He's being chased by Jambon Sickle, who just recently pitted. Down in P15, so he had a very, very rough start. Hasn't gotten much better for JJ. After he had a good couple of rounds, it seemed like he was back. He was in the Audi. Maybe it was the going back to the Mercedes what's put him off. It seemed like he was just starting to come to grips with the Audi. But yeah, the first 12 minutes of this one have not treated him kindly. He's got Bruce in front of him, who recently pitted. This is his Gamefin Racing Team teammates. Let's see if there's any team orders that are instigated here. Oh, I won't say what name that is, Cerbic Squid. That would be mean. Alright, we've got a couple of little battles brewing here. This is between JJ and Bruce. And then the other one is Aaron and Riggsy, so another Gamesman Racing team, and the sole Selby Acoustics Racing car there tonight is Aaron. Going alright, Aaron. Started P13 up to P7. Might just alternate between those two. He's only 3/10 behind. JJ's only a full second behind Bruce. At the gap at front, the gap down in front though has come down. So it's 1.4 seconds between a River Runs and Slambo Baggin. Vic Chan, he's only second behind Brett Want, but they're on different strategies for now. Let's get to a River. Let's see what the visual gap is. There we go. We can see it just there. We've got Vic Chan. A little bit closer. Look at this. Here we go. Might be a good opportunity to jump on with Vic. See the man at work. I know everyone does like a little bit of Vic Chan on board. Ah, Vic, going into the pits, mate. That's very good. Alright, so he's gone into the pits. Let's get back to the action. He's done that to me a few times, old Vic Chan. Alright, so that will be his second stop, though, for Vic. That's pretty early to have them all done. What about Riggsy? He's nice and close to Aaron. Alright, Vic Chan, you're all done within the first 14 minutes of this one. He's done and dusted for his stops. The only driver to do so. So Riggsy, he is going to just throwing it through. He's coming out of Fulston's. Now coming through 10 and 11 through Hillsops. Bit closer here, Ty Morgo. Right on the back of Vic Chan, he's just recently pitted. So his tyres will have cooled down a little bit with that pit stop. So that will provide a good opportunity for Ty Morgo. We'll see if he can stick with him. Was very inconsiderate of Vic Chan, wasn't it? I was getting all ready, it's perfect timing, just about to start the lap. So I'll just throw it into the pits. So he's going to try and keep Ty Morgo behind him. Looks like he's able to sort of stretch that gap a little bit now. Alright, so it's 1.7 seconds is the gap between Slambo Baggin and a River Run. So it's still a Bruce Hale Racing 1-2-3. With Adman there in P3. Like it's a very Porsche-friendly circuit. Bentley's in 4, 5 and 6 after that to Bounty, Burrodog and Aaron. Riggsy up there in P7, Brenticles and Eagle. Now drivers that have pitted, drivers that have pitted twice already. Vic Chan. So in the first 15 minutes, he's got them all out of the way. And then we have other drivers who've pitted. Brenticles, Eaglewind, HSV on debut, Bruise. This man on screen, Ty Morgo. And the man behind him in the other P&L, Bentley, is Jambon Sickle. 16. Looks like Bubble Trouble managed to get going again. So we're back to 17. And we lost... Who did we lose earlier? I can't remember. We lost someone, but we're all good. We're all good. Alright. So it's the quarter race distance. It's good right now. We haven't had any major incidents. But JJ Penguin probably the only one, him and Eagle. This will be interesting between him and Vic Chan. This might be a good time to go on board with Vic Chan now. Let's see what he can do. We've seen him and JJ going at it recently, the last couple of rounds. Let's see what he can do. Just let him past. I might just be quiet now. Give you all a little bit of Vic Chan magic for a lap. that was a lap of Oulton Park on board the McLaren of Vic Chan. He's got his bicep all sorted out again. Just giving Chase a good battle between him and JJ Penguin. Only in 13th and 14th. But do a little bit of helicopter action. See the difference between the two. Oh no! JJ's off! That's a big off! He spun around about a 920 then. So I just missed it. I was just looking at something else. And he's got... then he hit the barrier. I saw it just on the streams on delay. Alright, so he just got on the grass. And then he just clipped the barrier as he's going sideways, and that's what spun him around. So JJ Penguin, that was a huge hit. That was massive. Oh my goodness, he's got huge damage there. That was a big moment. That car is stuffed. I don't think might take him 40 minutes to fix that one, but he just got a wheel on the grass, then got it sideways, and then hit the set of tyres right at the hairpin there, turn 5. He's got to struggle to get that back to the pits. That's huge. He's had such a good last few races as well, JJ. So maybe it's the car, maybe it's the Mercedes. It's not gelling with him. But that's going to be his race pretty much ruined, unfortunately. We've lost another one as well. It might be Fubble Trouble. He's dropped out again. Alright, he's going to have to get that back to the pits. That is a very sore and sorry looking Mercedes. He's struggling big time to get that back. He will not be enjoying this one bit at all. He's been hanging out with Max Verstappen. Maybe. He did that by himself though. So he didn't have any help or assistance. Depends what side of the fence you sit on. He's going to have to get that back, and a little bit of salt in the wound there. There's Slambo, just giving him a bit of giving the lights on the way through to say g'day. He's doing it quite comfortably. Surprised he didn't take off like a chopper. Yeah, I don't have replay, but if you do get a chance to check it out, he did about a 920. When he hit it, he sort of just got a wheel on the grass, and then he got a bit sideways, and then bang, he hit that tyre bundle and spun him right around. As we see a couple of cars pitting. JJ's one of them, and Bounty is the other. Where did you start, Bounty? You started P6. That's his first stop. Is JJ able to cruise past ROOZ there? That is 4th position. Vic is on a different strategy than ROOZ though. ROOZ has to stop one more time. That was a brutal hit. That was really rough. JJ's gonna be in the pits for a while, I reckon. Take a fair while to fix that one up. In the meantime though, no such troubles for the Broussard Racing Porsche at the front. Slambo bagging. He's 2.2 seconds ahead of a River Runs in the Ferrari. Followed by their teammate Adman. He's in P3. So it's still the green team, the green machines, are out in front doing it pretty easy. Arnold would have loved to get to the chopper. Maybe you can, Andrali, maybe you can make some sort of meme out of that. That would be cool. There you go. That's a task for you between now and next week. Alright. Ty Morgo, he's also completed both of his stops as well. So he started P9, he's in P15 as we've got still a long way to go in this race. We're nearing the halfway mark. Still got a good 7 minutes before we get there though. Let's see if there's any more action around the track. This is Eagle Wind, he's down there in P9 for P&L. Still 2.1 seconds between Slambo and a River. Just going through this man here, Eagle Wind, he's 1.7 behind Brenticles. So it's a Bentley 4 and 5. And 8, 9 and 10. JJ's managed to get going again, so those repairs are complete. I don't know how complete it would be. Let's have a look at the condition of his car. Yeah, not too bad. Looks pretty good. So it's going to be just racing for pride for the rest of this one, unfortunately. He's not going to contend for a podium and definitely not for a win. That belongs to this man here, Slambo. He's been killing it. Let's have a quick look and see how he's doing it. Sounding car as well. You can hear that whine in the engine there. So there's the scene of the incident there from JJ Penguin earlier on. Slambo's got this thing hooked up. Who said that in the beginning? Who was that? It was... I can't remember who said that, but predictions. Someone said that it was hooked up, and it is very hooked up right now. That was Cameron Footner. That's who said it. He'll resume hostilities with Kart Dude next week. That'll be good. A little incident at the Nürburgring. I agree. Jamie Eclipse, good on JJ for continuing on. Could have easily been just a I'm out, I'm done with over 30 minutes left in this one. I would have thought, you wouldn't have blamed him for getting out of this one, but he's going to continue on. So well done to him. Jambon Sickle, he comes into the pits, he completes his second stop. Laps sort of ticking by. We don't count the laps, we count the minutes. That man there, Slambo, he is looking very good right now. Here we go, so Brenticles. He's got Brent Watt just ahead of him, 4/10 down the road. HSV on debut. He's recently made a stop. We've got a little bit of action now going on. Riggsy. He's chasing down Vic Chan, who finds himself in P11. Has made both of his stops, though. As Riggsy just gets a little bit untidy coming through turn 11. Oh, untidy enough to open up the door for his teammate Bruce. And that's all the opportunity he needed to sneak through, and he does that. So Bruce is able to take that spot away from Riggsy, move up into P12. A couple of drivers in the pits right now. One of them is Eaglewin, so pitted on the opening lap. And Aaron, sole Selby Acoustics Racing representative tonight, is in the pits for his first stop. And speaking of stops, here comes Riggsy for his first. Too sure what happened to him. He was up there as high as P7 at one stage. Cameron Footner, you do need to keep it on the black stuff, my friend. That's the aim of the game, isn't it? Brenticles. He's giving chase to Brent Watt. He's going to send it up the inside as they come into turn 10. Is he able to get it done? Yes, he is. So nice move there from Brenticles. He's able to displace the Bruce Hale Racing McLaren. Brent Watt for P5. And Adman, he's coming into the pit. So his teammate making his first stop. First of the front runners in that Porsche. So we'll see if a River Runs and Slambo follow suit. We are approaching halfway, so that is typically a time that a lot of drivers do like to pit, although that's sort of making a liar of me right now. I'm being very, very general there because a lot of drivers already have pitted. Some of them twice. Vic Chan is one of them. Eaglewind, Ty Morgo and Jambon Sickle to be specific. So Eaglewind is chasing down Bruce. He's able to get past him. We saw Bruce sort of Vic Chan do that to him earlier on. Not too sure what part of the... if that's a part of the circuit that he's having difficulty with, I'm not too sure. But anyway, nonetheless, Eaglewind's able to get himself back in the top 10. He puts the Gamesman Racing Team, Aston Martin, Bruce down back in P11. Alright, we'll see if Slambo or a River Runs respond Adman's completed his stop. Drivers that are yet to complete one stop. The top three there, Slambo, River and Borough. Brent Want is the other one. So only 4 yet to complete one stop. And then everyone else has made at least one. And we've got 4 drivers that have completed 2. This is Eagle Wind and Bruise coming through Fulston's chicane. 7, 8, 9. It's a funny little circuit, isn't it? It's short and sharp. It's only 4.3 kilometres. It's 17 turns, but a lot of them are just little gentle. You know, like turn 2 is just this gentle little right-hander. 13 and 14 virtually aren't turned. 17 is not really turned. Turn 6 is not really turned. So, Burrow Dog, he is not turning. He is he's in the pits. And he's out of the pits. As I was editorialising, just rabbiting on. He's made his stop. He's having a good race. He started P12. Comes in as we approach the 30-minute mark. Laps. Nice work from Burrow Dog. So he's moved up there. He's having a good race. Started P12 in P6.
We are at the halfway mark. Still a long way to go.
What was the name of the guy that Nige called that dude? I can't remember. But anyway, he's announced it anyway. We are halfway mark, and it is still a Bruce Hale Racing 1, 2, 3. Slambo, A River Runs, and Adman. Renticles, Brent Want, Burrow Dog, the man on screen here. Bounty giving chase. HSV on debut. He's completed one of his stops. Vic Chan, P9, and Eagle Wind, both having completed both of their stops. To make their way up the field as the rest of the pack in front of them do complete their stops. So a bit of support there from Sir McSquid for Burrow Dog. Looking solid here. He's looking good. Having a captain's knock. Seems to be quite popular. Burrow. He's putting in a good drive. He's second best of the Bentleys. That man, that Donna belongs to Brenticles up there in P4. Alright, let's have a look for a little bit more on-track action. The field is very well spread out. Obviously a lot of alternating strategies out there. It's spread the field a bit. Let us know in the chat if you want to go on board with anyone. If you want to see anything in particular, as we see Aaron. He pits. He was only in there a little while ago. So he's going to get both of his stops out. We want to go on board with Burrow Dog, actually. Let's have a look at how he's doing today. His helmet, he's got the matching colour, red and black to the livery. How the safety net, catch net or whatever it is in the car. Look at that. It's just the little details that make all the difference. Nice and tidy though. Into how he's going. It's smooth on the power. Yeah, see that corner there. That's a nothing corner. Turn 2. Denton's. Where JJ had his big off just after here. So he ran a little bit wide there. He got it all sideways and then hit that big tyre bundle right there. Spun around, looked like a helicopter blade going off the track. I'm sure he doesn't want to be reminded of that, but that's what happened. Tricky part of the circuit coming through that chicane. Up the hill. So they did put this this chicane in here. So as you can see, it used to be no chicane there, and it was a really fast corner. So this corner here, turn 12, Knickerbrook used to be a lot more daunting. They did have quite a few accidents through there. So yeah, that's why they put in the chicane. You can see how the track used to look. Gaming Eclipse. God had to change the spelling of his name because Dog had already taken the superior name. I like that. Cameron Footner commenting on Burrow's clean driving. So looking nice and smooth. JJ back in the pits. So maybe his second stop completed. Yeah, Burrow, he's having a good one. Down in P6. HSV, he's in the pits as well. So that'll be his first stop for the evening. No, it's his second or his first. I think it was his second. So I missed his first one when he pitted. He's in there. A River runs though. Slambo Baggin is in the pits. I'm missing all the action. So a River has taken the lead. So our leader has come in for his first stop. And this man here has inherited the lead. So Adman, he's stopped as well. Where's he? So he's just coming through Druid's Corner now. Slambo just coming out of the pits. So he's going to have enough gap in front of him, or behind him, to keep him in P2 for now. Yeah, well ahead. So he's just coming through turn 3 now. So Slambo, he's made his first stop. He's gone 36 minutes, 35 and a half minutes before he made his first one. Adman's completed his first stop as well. And so is Brenticles. So Brenticles is just coming through turn 1 now. And Adman is coming through turn 3. So the gap between those two is only 6.6 seconds. So we've got to start to think a little bit now towards the end of the race. We are starting to, we're on the second half if you like. What about this man here? A River runs. So he's just coming up through the back of the circuit now to finish another lap. Let's see if he decides to pit before we have a look at the gap between him and Slambo. He's going to continue on. And there's the gap there. So that's just out of turn 13 there. It's a fair gap between the two. I'll try and keep on it and make sure that I stay on the action between these two. Alright, well, that leaves 2 people that are yet to make a stop. That is River Runs, and it is also Brett Mont. Bruce Hale Racing boys. They're yet to stop. Drivers that have completed both their stops. Vic Chan, keep an eye on him. Eagle Wind. Ty Morgo, HSV, Aaron, Jambon Sickle and JJ Penguin. All completed both stops. As we've got just over 20 minutes left in this one. This is round 6. Season 4 of Race on Oz. This is the Pro Series. Thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Cameron Footner, he is enjoying the stream. Vic looks like he'll pip Adman here. Adman got to put in the laps. Let's go BHR. Alright. So where is Vic Chan? So Vic Chan here in P8. And you're saying Adman. So this is Vic Chan just coming through to begin the lap. Yeah, there is a bit of a gap between him and Adman. I don't think that is going to be enough gap though to prevent Vic from overtaking him if he makes a stop. Once he makes his stop, so let's see how that starts to play out. In the meantime, people's favourite tonight, this man here, Burrow Dog, starting to put the pressure on Brett Mont, who is yet to make any stops. Oh, Cameron Footer used to commentate. I could have used you tonight. Ah. Oh, that would have been good to have you on board. Alright, I know for next time now. And don't be sorry, I definitely appreciate the insight. I can't keep up with everything, so attention to detail is not my strong suit. This man's strong suit is racing. So he's going to give chase to Brent 1. See if he decides to pit. The other driver that we're waiting on to pit, though, is a River Runs. And Burra pits, so he'll get his second stop out of the way. He only pitted not so long ago, so about 12 minutes or so. He'll finish that stop. He'll clear all his stops. He'll be able to be good to go till the end. It's going to be this man here, Vic Chan, to keep an eye on. See how high up he can get, if he can challenge for a podium. Let's have a look at the gap between him and Adman again. He just moves up into P7. So he pitted very, very early, Vic Chan. In the first 15 minutes or so, he was done and dusted. So maybe just wanted to get out of traffic and into a bit of a rhythm. But he's done it well tonight for ICR. Orange liveried McLaren of his. Adman, there he is. So he's in, just coming around turn 16 now. We'll get back to Vic. So he continues on, and here's Vic. So just coming up through turn 13. So that's the gap between those two. Don't think that's going to be enough to keep Vic behind him, but we will wait and see. In the meantime, though, a River Runs. He's coming out of turn 12 now, the back of the circuit. Brett Want, he pits. So he's making his first stop. Where did you start, Brett Want? He started in P16. So stop 1 is being completed right now. That will move Vic Chan up another spot, I believe. Let's see. Yep, it has already. But yeah, getting back to this man here, a River Runs, as he crosses the line. Where's Slambo Baggin? He is up through turn 13. So the beginning of the third sector. So it's pretty much a sector, the difference between a River Runs and Slambo Baggin. See if they can make it a Bruce Hale Racing 1-2-3, but Vic Chan is going to try and spoil the party. He's going to try and insert his ICR McLaren onto the podium. After qualifying in P4, a pretty good result for him. I think it would be a result, minimum result that a driver his calibre would expect. We'll wait and see. Once again, the field is pretty spread out. Drivers that are yet to pit now. Slambo, Adman, Brenticles and Bounty, as well as Brett Want, just made his first stop, and Riggsy again. Don't know what's happened to Riggsy. He started off like a house on fire, and then he moved all the way up to the P7 he was running as high as at one stage, and then he's dropped down into P15 with one stop to go. So he might have had a little bit of difficulties that didn't quite pick up. Speaking of difficulties, Aaron is in all sorts of trouble right now. That's where JJ went off. That's at turn 5. So where's Aaron? He's in P13. I think that's our leader coming through there. No, that was Adman in the Porsche, sorry. It's hard to tell them apart. Looks like Aaron's managed to get going again. No shame in going off in the same place as JJ Penguin. Speaking of which, is that him behind him? No, it isn't. That's Riggsy. Alright. Who else are we looking for here? So, a River Runs. When will he pit? There's 2 left. I think we've seen him do this before, going very, very long. Leaving it literally to the last few laps. Speaking of laps, they don't matter. What does matter is the time. So just over 16 minutes left in this one. This is round 6 of the Pro Series of Race on Oz. Next week it'll be the Pro-Am drivers. I think we're off to Monza after that, from memory. We're here in Oulton Park right now. That's what we need to focus on. So River's got a fair chunky lead. 30 seconds to be exact. Slambo bagging. He needs to make one more stop. River needs to make both of his. What about Adman? He's just coming through to start the second sector. Bounty, he's pitted for ICR, so he was in P6. That moves Vic Chan up one more spot. Just starting to look pretty good for a podium here. Bounty, he started in P6. He's going alright, that's where he stayed for now. See if the People's Champ Burradog can sneak through. I think he has. Yes, he has. So it's going to be a fight to the end between those two. Eagle Wind, he's up there in P6. Where did you start, Eagle Wind? P7. So it's an alright race. This is the man that could spoil the party a little bit for a Bruce Hale Racing 1, 2, 3. Chan needs to steal a little bit of the thunder from the party. What's the gap between him and Adman now? Okay, so it's 14.8 seconds. That's not going to be enough for Adman. I wouldn't think anyway. Have to wait and see until they pit. He's got the lights ablaze. We're in the last quarter of the race, the last 15 minutes. Still a BHR 1, 2, 3. Brenchkels in P4, Vic Chan in P5. Eagle Win in P6. Burradog P7. Bounty, Brett White, and Ty Morgo wrapping up the top 10. We lost a couple. We lose one or two. I can't remember. We lost Fubble Trouble and someone else. JJ still trundling around. Here we go. A River is in the pits. So let's see when he gets stationary. He hits his mark now. Slambo. So the River still stationary. Yeah. Slambo coming around the final turn. The River just getting underway. Slambo full of momentum as he crosses the start-finish line. The River making his way out of the pits. He's at full speed now. And Slambo, I don't think he's going to do it. I don't think he's going to do it. He hasn't. So a River's managed to make the right strategy call, and he's taken the lead. He's stayed in the lead. He pitted from first, and that's where he stayed. So Slambo wasn't able to close the gap enough. So he's remained in P2. So it's a River Runs is outright first. For now, he's still got one more stop to make. One more. So does Slambo. So does this man, Adman, and Brenchkels as well. So let's see what Vic Chan can do. He's coming around the last turn now. So the difference between him and, say, a River Runs, that's a pretty big gap between the two. It's going to be close though. This is going to be super close. 25 seconds between Adman and Vic. That's going to be a little battle that we'll watch towards the end. P&L, let's go. Ethan Payno. He's cheering on the P&L boys. This is Adman. It's a strong race. Started P3. He's currently P3. Alright, so drivers that are yet to complete their second stop. Riggsy is not one of them. He has stopped already. He's stopping again, and that's Slambo Baggin coming into the pits behind him. So he's making a second stop. This is consecutive laps as well. Where's Adman? Slambo stationary. Adman coming around the final turn. Slambo's underway again. Let's see if he can pick him up. So he's at full speed now. I don't think Adman's going to be able to get him. No, he's not. So it wouldn't matter anyway because he still has one more stop to complete. But this man, Vic Chan, starting to put in the laps. Those boys out in front. Obviously, Slambo's going to be off limits. But it's going to be Adman and Vic. That's going to be the battle. So Vic's coming across the finish line now. So it's still about a sector the difference between Adman and Vic Chan. Brenticles, we kind of just dismissing him. Not intentionally. But he's in P4. He's the cork in the bottle between the two. Comes around through turn 5. Shell Oil's Corner, apparently is what it's called. As we're approaching the final 10 minutes of this Oulton Park Pro Series race on Oz. Just having a look if I'm missing anyone down there. Gets a little bit of oversteer out of turn 12. I'm sure Ethan Panio is looking on with anticipation of this man. P&L driver, Brenticles. JJ in the pits again. Adman is in the pits now. Alright, here we go. So here comes Vic. Adman stationary now. I think Vic's going to do it. Let's see Vic coming around the final turn. Adman still stationary. It's a long stop. He's just dropped now. And that's not going to be enough. So Vic is going to be able to jump in. Brenticles is in the pits as well. So Vic's doing a 2-for-1 here. Good stuff, Vic Chan. And then Brenticles, has he jumped Adman? No, he hasn't. He's going to give chase, though. We can see him in the background there. So Brenticles has got the rabbit in front of him. He's got 10 minutes to catch Adman. But Vic Chan, he's spoiled the party. What can he do? Can he pull? I don't know if he can pull. He can't pull this out, can he? No. Slambo's all the way ahead there. So he's not going to make up that gap. And a River Run's got a fair gap over both of them. So still going to be interested between Slambo Baggin and a River Runs. That's not a huge gap right now. So this could still be Slambo's for the taking. But Vic Chan is in a solid position right now for P3. Adman, on the other hand, that P4 is not guaranteed. He's got Eagle Wind chasing him down. Where'd you go, Brenticles? What happened? What happened, Brenticles? Did he have an off? He was going to chase down Adman in the Porsche. He just pitted. He was good to go. But his teammate Eaglewind said, mate, I'm going to step in. Let me take over. I'll have a crack at this. And he's going to try and catch the Porsche of Adman for BHRs. We've got just over 8 minutes remaining. A River, we're still waiting for him to pit. I think JJ might have called it a day. He's still in the pits. He's been in there for a little while now. Wow, alright, so we've still got the win on the... We've still got the race to be decided here. Between this man for BHR, where River runs. And then he's got this man behind him, so we can see that little red dot. He's coming through turn 10. Wow, this is going to be super close. This will be a cracking drive by Slambo. He's driven fantastically tonight. It'll be very well deserved. Ethan cheering on his P&L buddies. Speaking of, he's kind of dropped off a little bit from Adman. I want to know what happened to this man here, Brenticles. Must have had a moment after he stopped. Maybe his tyres cooled down a little bit. And he had some sort of incident. But, nevertheless, his P&L teammate sort of cutting the grass there a little bit through turn 12. He's in P5. Where did you start, Eaglewind? You started in P7. So he had a very solid, understated race, this man. Let's see how close he can get to the other man, Adman. BHR. Here we go, Bounty. Chasing down the People's Champ, Burrow Dog. No, he has chased him down successfully, so they've swapped spots. So Bounty has moved up another spot. He did start P6, so he's dropped one down overall. As we have just over 6 minutes left in this race. We're waiting on this man here, A River Runs. When is he going to pit? The man behind him, his teammate, would love to know, Slambo. Will he be able to hang with him? Or is he going to pit? He is going to pit. Here we go. This is it. This is for the race. So Slambo coming through turn 15, Druid's Corner. When does A River Runs stop? Now. All right, so Slambo, this is looking good. This is looking very good for Slambo. Piss off, Bozza. Don't want to know about you right now, mate. Stop sending me invitations. Here comes A River Runs. Coming out of the pits. This is going to be super close between the two BHR Racing boys. There he is. There's Slambo. So Slambo's done it. He has taken the lead from A River Runs. Has 5 minutes and 14 seconds left to try and chase him down. This is going to be a cracking last 5 minutes of this one. Vic Chan, he's definitely a solid P3 adman. He's 4 seconds behind. Let's focus on the two guys at the front. It's Slambo Baggin in P1 in the Porsche. A River Runs just completed his final pit stop. It's a BHR 1-2-4. Vic Chan's the fly in the ointment here. It's a very well-deserved position for him. Let's see, can A River Runs chase down Slambo Baggin for the race win? He's got 4.5 minutes to do it. This has been a cracker. This has been heaps of fun. I agree, Mitchell Wesson. Great drive from Slambo. And I agree with you, Haggis, as well. This is cracking racing between these two. Eagle up into P5. Yep. So he's chasing down Adman. He's managed to sort of gap him a little bit. But let's get back to these two out in front. It's 1.4 seconds between the two of them. How many more laps would we have? Because that's going to make a bit of a difference. Nürburgring, I think we finished pretty much spot on the knocker. We'll see Slambo, I think we'll be hoping for a repeat of that. A River Runs, probably not. As they start another lap of this 4.37 kilometre circuit. All 17 turns of it. A River Runs, the man on screen, he has 3 minutes and 35 seconds left to try and get past his teammate Slambo. Cameron Footner, 3 laps you reckoned? I reckon you're probably on the money there. Oh, someone's gone through the signage there. Polystyrene everywhere. White flag was out from the marshal. Slambo's driven fantastically though. He had to put in that stint and he did the consecutive pit stops. It's 1.3, so River's taken a 10th out of him. He's going to need to do a bit more than that if he wants to win this one. Brett Want, another BHR driver. He's yet to pit for his last and final stop. He's down in P9. Eagle wins 2 seconds behind Adman. Might just skip over to them now. You can see there's the visual gap between the two. Solid driving here from Eaglewin though. Oh, Andrali, apart from Footner's last to first race, this is another race of the season. This has been a cracker actually. It was a bit ho-hum for a little while there, but it's heated up right towards the end. He's taken another 10th out of him. We've got just over 2 minutes left. So I'd probably say, Footner, you are absolutely spot on the money. Probably 2 more laps left in this one. He's got the lights on. I want to try and get past his teammate in the final closing minutes of round 6. And it has been a cracker of the Pro Series Season 4 Race on Oz. Hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. He's taken another 10th out of him. It's 1.1 seconds between the two of them. You can see him. He's right on him. Slambo, he'd be sweating in that in his racing sim right now. Heart rate would be up. concentration, max levels. Trying to fight any fatigue that he might have. He's got a bit of traffic in front of him. That's one of the P&L Bentleys. Gets right out of the way. Good driving, whoever that was. You'll be praying, you'll be hoping that he hears the that voice. Last lap. 1.3 seconds still between the two of them. Still 2 seconds between Eagle Win. Brent Wants finally completing his stop. He's down in P10. Here we go. This will be the last lap of the race. I think it will be anyway.
Right,
there we go.
Leader is on the final lap.
Leader is on the final lap. Oh, was that Slambo who ran wide? It was someone running wide. Maybe it was that ICR car in front of him. That's the last thing that he wants. Still 1.3, so he's just maintaining the gap between him and a River Runs. No, it's gone down again. It's 1.1 seconds now. It's so close for a River, but it's so close for Slambo as well. He can see it. He can taste it. He's only got about another 10 turns. They're not all even turns anyway. He just ran a little bit wide through the chicane, but not enough to upset the car. Coming down to the straight. He's got a little bit of traffic in front of him. One of those cars is his teammate. I think it was HSV in front of him in the ICR Mercedes. This is just a little bit of added drama towards the end. But Slambo's looking good here right now to take it out. He's only got a couple more turns to navigate. Want this Mercedes to get well out of the way. Not obliging. Here's HSV. He's going to get a nice little tow, but he's got the number 101 on the car. He started in P1 and he's going to finish in P1. It's a great win for Slambo Baggin. Takes P1. Well done, Slambo Baggin. It's P2 for a River Runs. It's a Bruce Hull Racing 1-2. And it's the man who went with the early strategy, Vic Chan for ICR. Congratulations to him. He is going to take out the final podium position. He's a fair way behind. But Slambo Baggin, well done. Congratulations. Very well earned race. Good respect between him and a River Runs there. A River pushed him all the way to the very end. This man tried his hardest, but just couldn't quite get it done today. He's taking out a great P3 though. It's Vic Chan. Well done for ICR. He takes out P3 for round 6 at Oulton Park. Adman, he makes it a BHR 1-2-4. Congratulations to him. Lights flashing. Eagle Win for P&L. He takes P5. Another P&L driver, Brenchkels. He's had a great race as well. Well done to him. He takes home P6 in that Bentley. Another Bentley, this time for ICR. It's that P7 Bounty. Well done to Bounty. Lights flashing as he crosses the line. Juzzy would be proud. Barrow Dog, the People's Champ. He takes home P8. And another Bentley for Gamesman Racing Team. Well done to him. Ty Morgo for P&L in another Bentley. And look at this. It's not a Bentley. It's an Aston Martin. It's going to be Bruce. He's a little way behind. He's going to finish. He's got to round out the top 10. Just get it around the final turn. Yes, he can. He's got Brent Want breathing down his neck for the to round out the top 10. Well done to Bruce. He takes home P10. Brent Want for BHR. Great result today for BHR. Well done to all of those guys. HSV on debut. That's a good result for him. P12. He can be pretty happy with that. Well done. And then it's Jambon Sickle, Aaron, Riggsy, and JJ Penguin bringing up the rear. But tonight, it was that man in the Porsche. His signature green Porsche for Bruce Hull Racing. It's Slambo Baggin. He started P1 and he took home P1. Congratulations to Slambo. He was pushed all the way there by his teammate at River Runs, and Vic Chan was couldn't quite get in the hunt for the win, but a great race nonetheless from him. He started in P4, he finished in P3 in Adman. They just swapped positions there. So, oh, that was good. That was a good race. I enjoyed that thoroughly. I hope you did too. But that has been Season 4, Round 6, the Pro Series of Oulton Park. That was a cracker of a race. We're going to do it all again next week. Next week, though, it's going to be the Pro-Am race. And I'm looking forward to that one. We're going to see Footner and Cart Dude go at it again. I've had a couple of races where it's been panel beating stuff. It's been door to door. It's been nose to tail racing between those two. And they're going to resume hostilities next week. So we will be here, same place, same time, same bat channel. Until then, my name's Nick. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time.